Hello everybody, it's Lynn at Cheese and Yogurt Making, and we continue our journey of meeting with cheesemakers from around England. And today I'm delighted to be speaking with James from Doddington Dairy in a beautiful part of the country up in Northumberland. Good afternoon, James.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing? Are you okay?
Yes, good, thank you, good.
Good. So I think much like ourselves, you're a family business as well.
Yeah.
And I know that you got a long history there on the farm. So do you want to tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, well, my grandfather came across from the west coast of Scotland in the late 50s, I believe. I can't remember the exact dates. Got a dairy. Been a dairy farm the whole time. And then when the milk marketing board dissolved, milk price wasn't great. People had to diversify. So my uncle and my auntie decided to start playing around making cheese. We're laughed at a little bit for doing so, but it's gone well. And then in the 2000s, we started making ice cream as well. So we do both cheese and ice cream.
Yes, so you're more than just cheese there. Cheese, ice cream, yogurt, I believe, as well.
Yogurt a little bit, yeah, but I think we're stopping the yogurt soon just because it's not taking off as well, and it's just another thing that's a distraction from everything else. So we're going to focus on the cheese and the ice cream.
Yeah, okay. And I know that you've got a batch of awards and things that you've won over the years as well. I noticed that on your website. Yeah,
different things. In 2015, we won the BBC Food and Farming Award, which was quite a good push when we needed it. So yeah, it's nice to win things like that. It makes what you're doing worthwhile. And yeah, it's good to get a bit of acknowledgement and recognition.
Of course it is. We all like that. I know you're very much a natural environment and all about doing things the natural way, using raw milk and things like that.
Yeah, raw milk, natural rennet, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So do you want to tell me a little bit about the cheeses, which have got some wonderful names? I know you have the Darling Blue and the Cuddy's Cave. These remarkable. Who came up with the names?
My auntie and uncle are very much they come up with things like that, but it's all very much things that are local to us. So our Doddington, which is the farm that we live on, Doddington Farm. So our Doddington, which is a cheddar Leicester hybrid, that was the original. That's the flagship cheese, the one that we sell in Neal's Yard in London, things like that. That's the very technical cheese. It's the cheddar milling process. Then we have the Berwick Edge, which is a little area near us, a road that goes up the hill, and that is our Gouda style cheese. Cuddy's Cave, as you mentioned, it's a Dale style cheese, very simple, nice and mild. Cuddy's Cave is a cave about 3 miles away from us, where St. Cuthbert is said to have resided for a little while on his journeys and things like that. It's just a landmark local to us. Smoked Cuddy's Cave, which very simple, same cheese, we smoke it, and we actually smoke our cheeses on site now. Unfortunately, we used to use a smoker nearby, but during COVID, they just had to pack in, couldn't continue. So unfortunately, we had to start smoking our own, which is different, which we can play around with different things. But that's what we're doing now. Admiral Collingwood, which is another semi-hard Dale style cheese, but we actually wash it in Newcastle brown ale. So it's made self-pressed, vac packed for about 6 months to keep the oxygen away, and then we take them out of the vac packs and we dip them in brown ale, put them on the shelves for a fortnight, dip them again, and then back on the shelves for a fortnight or a month until they're tasting ready to eat. But they actually self-rind on the outside, and they get like a bit of a pinky color because of the bee linens in the atmosphere and from the beer itself. So that's quite a popular one. And then the two most recent are, you mentioned the Darling Blue and the Capability Brown, which they're the only two that we pasteurize, but that's just because they're quite a softer cheese, and they're only like 8 weeks when they go out. So anything under 3 months we have to pasteurize just for safety and not making people ill. And then we are releasing a new cheese sometime shortly called Hotspur, which is a Dale style cheese, which we are wrapping in or marinating in virgin olive oil, and then coating in cracked black pepper, backpacking it for a fortnight or two before it goes out, and then it's a nice creamy cheese, but it has a very fiery tang afterwards, and it seems to be going down a treat. So hopefully we get that off the shelf soon as well.
I shall keep my eyes posted for that, and you know, anything that you're showing, I'll certainly promote that and have a look at that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, my auntie's big into the social media on Instagram and Facebook and things like
yeah,
that.
I could see all that on there. You've got some really good following and things. So that new cheese, for example, what do you kind of like put your heads together and sort of come up with something that you think will extend the range and be popular a little bit different?
Yeah, that's exactly
really.
it. We obviously we have a fair few cheeses anyway, and we don't want too many, but we've obviously not added the blue and the white were added 5, 6, no, getting closer to 7 years ago now.
Okay.
So it's more just doing something different to excite people and keep people interested. Because if you stand still, you end up going backwards. So obviously we don't want too many strings to a bow, but we just every now and then chuck something else in that's different. Yeah.
Exactly, and you can see how that goes down. You soon know, won't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
When you'll wait for that all important feedback. And you mentioned COVID. So COVID problem. How did that pan out for you?
It wasn't too bad from a sales point of view because we have the online sales, which was good for everybody, I suppose. The only issue we had with COVID was the difficulties in production because we have how many? There's 5 of us, 6 including myself, staff in there. 2 or 3 of us can make different cheeses by ourselves. That was fine. Like isolating and the social distancing thing was easy. But what the Doddington, which we make, is like a 4-person make. So that was difficult to get around. We sometimes did it with less people, which was quite hard, and it probably won't be as nice. It'll still be a nice cheese, but it won't be as good because it was labored and difficult to make. And it was more, those batches are starting to come through now, and just because of the difficulties of staffing, there's less of them, so there'll be a slight shortage of Doddington for the next 6 or 8 months until we get back to when everything was fine, people were more confident and comfortable being around each other again, and then we could push on with production. But apart from that, it wasn't too bad, really. Like I say, obviously the people that smoked our cheeses for us businesses went under, so we're fortunate enough that didn't happen, thankfully. We were able to carry on.
Yeah, difficult times, as you say, the production side of things. It's not just selling online, but it's keeping the cheeses going, isn't it? And having the staff
that's exactly it.
To carry on. So you're obviously in a great part, right up there in the north. We're right down in south in Kent. What do you sell much to Scotland? How do you have your Scottish customers come in?
We're 13 miles away from the border, so we're very close. We have lots of shops and things taking it over the border. We deliver in Edinburgh once a week to various places there. Ardross take a lot of cheese and ice cream from us, so it's our vans we've got 3 or 4 delivery vans and they get out and all over the place.
Keeping yourself busy, and as I say, if customers are interested in taking a further look at all of those cheeses that you've mentioned, is a new one out, did you say, or is that you're in production with that nice
hopefully we'll start getting it off the shelves in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so we'll keep our eyes on that, and customers can
keep eyes open.
I'll take a look at that. Look, it sounds interesting, that one. And people can go online. Obviously, I know you sell online, and as simple as just putting it in the basket and you ship out, then ship them.
We just use DPD or different couriers, and you can buy pre-cut pieces or whole cheeses depending on how much you like cheese. But you can anything we sell, you can well, apart from the ice cream, any cheeses we sell you can get on the website.
Was there a little hamper there I spotted as well? Did you do?
Yeah, you can get a cheese tasting bag which has little bits of each cheese for trying to see what you would like, or you can buy big hampers that have some chutneys in, different prices, hampers for different sizes, different things like that.
And some great gift ideas there as well, obviously, for people. Well, look, it's been lovely catching up with you today and chatting.
Thank you very much. Not a problem.
The background there of the history of the company and where everybody can buy the cheeses, that kind of thing. Thank you for taking the time out. And we'll speak soon. Thanks very much, James. Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks.
No bother. Thank you.
Bye.